Part 4 is all about factorising, something you're going to do in almost every question. There's a lot here, so I'm going to do 2 videos. This first one's just going to be the odd numbers. So I'm looking at this first one here, and you can see there's an x in both places, so it's the x that comes out the bracket. There's a 3 in the first one and a y in the second one. So that's x lots of 3 plus y. Jumping down number to 3 here, I've got a P and a Q in both of those, so I can bring the P and the Q out of here. But in the first one, I need an extra Q, and in the second one, I need an extra P. So that's that one factorised. Number 5 here, we've got a number. 2 goes into both of those. And also I've got quite a few x's. I've got an x squared in both of them. So the 2x squared comes out, and 2x squared there, leaving us with, well, we need another x for that one there, and we need another 3 for the second bit. So x take away 3. On to number 7 here, nice one, this one here, that you've got a y minus 1 in both places here. So the y minus 1 is the factor, and what else is there? Well, there's a 5y there, and here we've got a plus 3. It's quite a nice little one there. Going down to number 9 here, got the standard quadratic factorising now. You know these are going to go into 2 brackets, x and x in the first 2 places, because x times x gives x squared. And what we need to do is think of 2 numbers that times together to give minus 16, but they're going to add together to give the 6. So I'm looking at an 8 and a 2 here, an 8 and a 2. Which way round is it going to be? They can't both be minus, because 2 minuses will make a plus on the end here. So one of them's plus and one of them's minus. If I make this one here the positive one, then I've got 8 take away 2 gives 6. That one's sorted. Number 11 here then. Don't get confused, even though this is in this section. This is just these 2 parts here. There's an x in them. And so once you've taken the x out, you've got 2x and a take away 3. Number 13, it's another quadratic, but this time in y. And you've got a 2y squared at the front there. So it's got to be 2y and y. There's lots of methods about splitting middle terms and trying other things like that. But when it's just a prime number at the front there, 2y, it's got to be 2y and y. I'm also looking for a 21 here. And 21, I'm thinking 7 and 3. 7 times 3 gives the 21. But to make get the 17 in the middle here, I've got to put the 7 on the end here and the 3 there. Why is that? Well, look, here's the 7 times 2 makes 14 y's, and then there's another 3 y's there. There's the 17 y's altogether. Down to 15. This one here, you could factorise it as it is, but actually, why not spot that there's a factor of 5 to begin with? And taking out the 5 then gives us 2x squared plus x is what we got there, a minus 6 there. So now we can now try and factorise this bit here. Again, it starts with a 2, so I've got a 2x and an x, and I'm thinking of numbers that times together to give 6. So I'm going with 3 and 2 here. It needs to be minus 6, so one of them needs to be positive and one of them needs to be negative. I'm going to put the minus here and the plus there. Why is that? Well, because here I get minus 4x's, and here I get 3x's, so that would give me a minus x altogether. Oh, so that's wrong. Well, what we need to do then is switch the signs round. So this one here will be the minus, and this one here will be the plus. That gives me plus 4x's, minus 3x's. Good, that time it works. So if you don't get it first time, just try about switch the signs over and you get it the second. Similar method here with number 17 is the next one, isn't it? Odd numbers. 17, oh, this one's quite interesting. You've got an x in the first one and an x take away 3 altogether there. And then here, there's a y in the second one here. Got to be a bit careful here. So I'm going to put a minus y here, minus y lots of x minus 3. Just check you're sure why there's a minus there. Look, I've got a minus and a minus here, making that plus there. And now we're doing what we did back there at number 7 earlier on. That we've got an x minus 3 in both places. So I've got an x minus 3, lots of x minus y. What have I got? One more to go in my odd numbers. And this one here, we've got a difference of two squares. The difference, it's a takeaway, and two square things. And so we've got 4m take away 9n, followed by 4m plus 9n. Again, you can check that through. Those two times together gives us the 16m squared that we want. These two times together gives us the minus 81n squareds. And why is there no middle term? Because look, there's minus 36 of them and plus 36 mn's, and they cancel each other out. I'll do the even numbers next.